Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the RLC Leader, and we're doing a reaction to Comicstorian doing a read-along of Kara Zor-El, not as Supergirl, as her becoming a Red Lantern Corps leader for a previous moment in time. Let's get it. My wife.
Time to get ready to explain the Superman Doomed storyline, so we're going to start with Red Daughter of Krypton, the complete story. If you've been to your comic book shop lately, you might have wanted to know what was going on with Supergirl and her having a red ring. Well, I'm here to explain that to you. So to understand how we got to this point, you need to understand a little bit about the new Supergirl and what's been up with the Red Lanterns. Supergirl is basically the same Supergirl we know in her origin. She crash landed on Earth years after her cousin, but before crash landing, she was rotating around the sun's orbit the whole time, basically supercharging her to be potentially more powerful than Superman himself. But she doesn't know how to contain her powers like he does. Now, add that to the fact that she doesn't understand much English and she's feared by everyone on Earth, and she has this whole last girl of Krypton thing going on. She's been mostly depressed about everything. But she's been depressed with the sheer power that she has, which has led to a lot of angry destruction. The very angry destruction that she doesn't care to control anymore. Over on the Red Lantern side at this time, Guy Gardner has infiltrated the Red Lanterns to spy on Atrocitus for Hal Jordan. While Guy Gardner is fed up with being second fiddle to every other Green Lantern, he has gone ahead and chosen to remove Atrocitus' ring and rule the Red Lanterns as their leader. He's also a very angry guy trying to control his anger. Let's go ahead and start the story then. Weeks ago, before Guy Gardner showed up and removed him from power, Atrocitus decided to send off hundreds of Red Lantern rings. He felt that it was time for the Red Lanterns to be a feared entity in the universe once again. A Red Lantern ring is drawn to someone with massive hate and anger in their heart. And Supergirl is finally fed up. After the planet Earth misunderstanding her, after killing her own lover to save the planet, after ensuring Krypton dies in a time travel storyline, and after finally understanding and then losing Superboy, she just can't take it anymore. She is most likely more powerful than her cousin, and all anyone ever wants to do is tell her, "I understand, let me help." No one understands what she's been through, and it's only been weeks ago that she had an entire planet of her own people to herself. And poor Lobo has arrived at the worst time, and it looks like he can take her punishment. So she begins punching him through walls, and she just punches him around like a rag doll. She's just so angry, and no one will ever understand her. Her rage continues to grow as Lobo is trying to talk her down. But that's it. Supergirl has snapped, folks. But you know what the purpose of the Red Lantern ring is? To find those with immense rage in their heart and bestow the powers of the Red Lanterns onto them. Supergirl is now a Red Lantern. But there's a problem. You see, when the Red Lanterns are first made into Red Lanterns, they're mindless killing machines filled with napalm blood and a desire to see everything die. That is, before they get hit with the blood magic of the Red Lantern's blood pool. Well, Supergirl is on Earth, and there isn't a magical blood pool around here. But there is her one and only friend, Cybon. And Supergirl can't really help but feel like she wants to murder everything now. But don't worry, guys. While Supergirl is a monster now, Cybon is secretly the Silver Banshee. And the two friends go toe-to-toe, with the Silver Banshee not wanting to hurt Supergirl. But how can you stop a murderous Red Lantern who has gone mindless? Well, it turns out the Silver Banshee just isn't enough to contain Supergirl. But remember what I said at the start? Supergirl possibly has more power than even Superman since she's been rotating the sun for years. And somehow, she has the power to keep a small percentage of her sanity. She realizes that she's gonna kill her friend, so she redirects the hatred of the ring, and before anybody else can get hurt, she takes off at light speed going off-world. She goes farther and farther, not even sure where she's going, but now her rage is so far out of control, she just needs to get away from people. If she's near anybody, she doesn't know what she's gonna do. So if you're traveling through space as an evil Red Lantern full of rage, what do you think you'll come across? The Green Lantern Corps. Well, after being surprised by her arrival, they quickly knock her out and they secure her. Luckily, once Hal sees her, he realizes that she's Kryptonian, and since he knows Superman is a hero, he decides that he's gonna try and get her help, and they bring her to the Red Lanterns since Guy is currently running them. Well, once they get there, they set her free so they can figure out what's going on with her, and they realize that that was a bad idea because it takes all of them to throw her into the blood pool. Once she absorbs the blood pool, and she regains her sanity, she explains that her name is Kara Zor-El. Hal and Guy quickly realize that this is part of Superman's family. And how do you explain to the strongest man on Earth that his cousin has somehow gotten involved in the Lanterns' war? So Hal decides to leave Guy Gardner in charge of this and leaves Guy Gardner to take Supergirl back to Earth. Once they get there, Guy explains to Supergirl that the Reds now patrol the Earth sector after a deal he made with Hal a while back. But Guy Gardner decides that Supergirl is just going to be a distraction. So he decides to distract Supergirl so that he can break the news to Superman himself. Except that she kind of has super hearing and super speed, so she catches up pretty quickly. And it's then that she finds out that there's a downside to having all of this power. The red ring is now connected to her heart, and she's gonna be this way forever now. And while at first being a Red Lantern seemed like fun, being this way forever isn't exactly what she was planning. She takes off wanting to be left alone, but Superman tells Guy Gardner, "Don't worry, I got this, I'll talk to her." And she hits him with a boat! Yep, a boat. And then to vent her frustration, she burns a good chunk of the ocean up. With the initial tantrum over, she explains, why didn't anyone tell her about this forever thing before? Why is Guy Gardner keeping that from her? And he tells her, it isn't an easy thing to say, and they figured that Superman could help her. Oh, that's it! She's tired of everyone trying to help her! She never asked for help! Just leave her alone! And with that, it's decided. She's gonna stay with the Red Lanterns, and Superman will have to trust her to help herself. This isn't the last time that Superman's gonna see her as a Red Lantern, though. At this point, she joins the Red Lanterns and their war against Atrocitus and his Red Lanterns. That's a whole different story that she becomes a part of. But during it, she befriends Bleeze and learns how to control herself a bit. She also learns that having strength just isn't enough. You also need brains and power. And she learns quite a bit with the Red Lanterns, but then we need to get back to an earlier character in the Supergirl storylines, the World Killers. These are the creations of Krypton that she fought early in the comic book history, and now they're looking for her. Well, eventually, Guy Gardner does the right thing. The Reds are about to go to war with themselves, and Guy Gardner doesn't think anyone is going to walk away from it. So, he kicks Supergirl out of the Red Lanterns, and he tells her that Mogo might be able to cure her. They have a tearful goodbye after everything that he's taught her. Now that she knows how to control her rage, she heads off to try and get this ring removed, but not before stopping by to see her cousin. You see, Superman during this whole time has been taken over by the Doomsday virus and is losing control to his own hatred, anger, and destruction. So who better to talk to him about how to control it than his Red Lantern cousin? After imparting a few words, she heads off, until she gets caught in a net by the World Killer's leader. He jumps right into a fight with her in space. So now we have a Red Lantern Supergirl, potentially the most powerful being in the universe, fighting against the World Killer leader in space. Does this beat Russian spacefarers from Hulk? Their fight gets super intense and they begin to fall into Earth's orbit, when she blasts the World Killer and kills him? Well, not quite, as she discovers she killed his body. You see, this World Killer can move between its hosts, and goes for the beings that are the most powerful on their planets. So why wouldn't he want to be on the most powerful being in the entire universe right now? Now, normally he wouldn't be able to take her over because she's just that strong. Except that recently, Earth was blasted with a kryptonite nuke and the entire atmosphere is now filled with kryptonite to weaken Super Doomsday, which is what forced him to go into space to begin with. So Supergirl is slowly falling into a kryptonite-filled Earth with a being trying to take over her body, and she just can't fight against him. The kryptonite in the air is getting too strong. No one wants to be around her, and removing this ring will kill her. That's it. She'll kill herself and kill the World Killer at the same time. It's the only thing that she can do to become worth something. She musters up just enough strength to hold the World Killer back, and she orders her ring to hyperjump her to the sun. She wants to remove the ring in the sun, killing herself and burning the World Killer up, since the heat will kill his form if it's not in a host. But even though she kills herself, it didn't work. The World Killer survived, and now he's gonna take over Superman's body. I mean, he's hosting Doomsday right now. That should be some good power right there. But wait, what? Supergirl survived removing the red ring and she's back to normal at full power, and she uppercuts the World Killer and just throws him directly into the sun. How much power does she have? No one has ever removed a red ring. That's just impossible. And even she's thinking about that. But before we can explore what kind of power she actually has, she needs to get back to Earth. You see, while all of this has been going on, Superman got infected by Doomsday, Brainiac has attacked, and the world is about to end. So, as soon as Superman Doomed ends, we'll continue this story. And until then, please subscribe to the channel, hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and I really hope you enjoyed this story.
All right, everybody. That's gonna be it for this comic book historians read along of Kara Zor-El becoming a Red Lantern. I actually enjoyed that storyline. My waifu. I like Kara Zor-El. She's the waifu. A lot of you not gonna understand waifu. It's an anime reference thing. But yeah. Kara becoming a Red Lantern, that was cool. Same with Dexter. Them, like, out of all of them, like, my top tier of Red Lanterns are my favorites. Kara would be number one. Of course, she's the waifu. Second will be Dexter. And then third will be... Well, see, no, that's the thing. Dexter is up there with Supergirl. They, like, tied at number one. So, yeah, both of them are number one. Number two would be Guy Gardner. And then three would be Red Lantern, Batman, and then fourth would be Atrocitus. But yeah, that was it on this comic book historian read along. If y'all enjoying these read alongs from Comic Book Historian, go check out his channel. I'll put his channel in the description. And if y'all want me to keep watching these and reacting to them, I will. And right now, I'll also put in the comments, not the comments, the description. Not the description, but in the tab bar in the right corner, I'll put two videos up. I'll put one of my other videos up there, one of my other Red Lantern videos, and then I'll put my WWE. Right now I'm doing a WWE 2K20 My Rise storyline. Oh wait, I haven't uploaded them yet, so y'all gonna have to wait a bit because I'm still editing them videos. But I'll put another video up there. I might actually I'll put his channel in the probably up in the tab bar. But that's being said, it's your boy, the RLC leader, JJ Stewart, Red Lantern Corps leader. Make sure y'all zap that like button. And make sure y'all become a member of the Corps of Lanterns. If you feel inclined to. Because all we doing is getting stronger and bigger. I'll see y'all for next video. Peace.